Have you ever felt like you had to choose between what is right and what is easy? Between standing up for your beliefs and just blending in to avoid trouble? It's a tough spot to be in, and it's a story as old as time. Today, let's talk about a man who faced this exact dilemma, but on a much grander scale. His name was Daniel, and his story isn't just about lions. It's about unwavering faith in the face of incredible pressure. In the ancient, powerful kingdom of Babylon, Daniel wasn't just another face in the crowd. He was known throughout the land for his exceptional wisdom and his deep personal connection with God. He was a man of integrity, and everyone knew it, from the common folk all the way up to the king himself. But you know how it goes when someone shines brightly. It can cast long shadows, and in those shadows, jealousy often grows. Other officials in the kingdom grew envious of Daniel's position and the king's favor. They watched him, searching for any mistake, any flaw they could use against him. But they couldn't find a single thing. Daniel was honest, hardworking, and completely devoted. Frustrated, his enemies realized there was only one area where they could trap him: his faith. They knew Daniel prayed to his God 3 times a day, every single day, without fail. So they devised a wicked plan. They went to the king, flattering him with smooth words. "O King Darius, live forever." They said, "All the top officials have agreed that you should make a new law. For the next 30 days, anyone who prays to any god or human other than you, O king, will be thrown into the lion's den." The king, caught up in their flattery and not seeing the hidden trap, thought it was a great idea to unify the kingdom under his authority. He signed the decree, and under Persian law, once a law was signed by the king, not even the king himself could change it. It was set in stone. Now imagine you're Daniel. You hear about this new law. You know it was created specifically to target you. You have a choice. You could pray in secret, behind closed doors where no one could see. You could stop praying altogether for just 30 days. It's not that long, right? You could compromise just a little to save your own life. That would be the logical, sensible thing to do. But Daniel didn't do any of those things. He went home, and as he had done every day before, he went to his upstairs room where the windows opened toward Jerusalem. He got down on his knees and prayed, giving thanks to his God, just as he always had. He didn't hide. He didn't waver. His faith wasn't something to be practiced only when it was convenient or safe. It was the very core of who he was. Of course, his enemies were watching. They rushed back to the king, eagerly reporting what they had seen. "Daniel is defying your decree," they declared. The moment the king heard this, his heart sank. He realized he had been tricked, and he was deeply distressed. He spent the entire day trying to find a loophole, some way to rescue Daniel, but the law was unbreakable. His hands were tied. As evening fell, with a heavy heart, the king gave the order. Daniel was brought and thrown into the den of lions. The king's last words to him were filled with a mix of despair and a flicker of hope. He said, "May your God, whom you serve so faithfully, rescue you." A large stone was rolled over the mouth of the den, and the king sealed it with his own ring, ensuring that Daniel's fate was sealed. That night, the king couldn't eat or sleep. He was tormented by what he had done to his faithful friend. At the first light of dawn, he rushed to the lion's den. His voice trembled as he called out, "Daniel, servant of the living God. Has your God, whom you serve so faithfully, been able to rescue you from the lions?" Imagine the silence, the tension in that moment, and then a voice from inside the den called back. It was Daniel. "O king, live forever. My God sent his angel, and he shut the mouths of the lions. They have not hurt me because I was found innocent in his sight, nor have I ever done any wrong before you, O king." The king was overjoyed. He ordered Daniel to be lifted out of the den, and when they examined him, there wasn't a single scratch on him. Why? Because he had trusted in his God. This story is so powerful. It teaches us a crucial lesson. Faith isn't a magic shield that keeps us from ever facing trouble. Daniel's faith didn't keep him out of the lion's den. He was still thrown in. He still had to spend a night surrounded by hungry predators. But his faith did something more profound. It kept the lions from winning. It brought God's power right into the middle of his darkest hour. Sometimes in our own lives, we face our own lion's den situations that are scary, overwhelming, and seem impossible. It could be a challenge at work, a health crisis, a relationship breakdown, or the pressure to compromise our values. And in those moments, we might pray for God to take the problem away, to keep us out of the den altogether. But maybe, just maybe, the real miracle happens when we trust Him even when we're in the den. When we believe that even if we're surrounded, His presence is with us, shutting the mouths of the lions. Daniel's story encourages us to live with unapologetic integrity. To be people whose faith isn't just a private Sunday morning affair, but a 24/7 reality that shapes every decision we make, even when it's costly. It's a call to be brave, to stand firm, and to trust that the God we serve is able to deliver us, not always from the fire but through it. So whatever you're facing today, remember Daniel. Don't be afraid of the den. Trust in the God who shuts the mouths of lions. Thanks for watching, and if this story resonated with you, be sure to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might need this encouragement. See you next time.